Welcome to Forest Lake, as I found it on the 21st of December 2021. Little swamp hen chick, it's growing up fast. And an adult swamp hen. The tiny chicks love to hide in amongst those leaves. And here are the egrets nesting. Initially I thought that these birds couldn't find a spot in the trees, but it appears that this is the preferred nesting site because they went there before they started nesting in the trees. They're on an island, so they're safe from predators. Or most predators. There could be snakes or birds after them. There's a variety of birds nesting there. They're on the ground and in the trees. And I've seen cattle egrets, intermediate egrets, ibis and cormorants. That's the little pied cormorants and the little black cormorants. I'm not sure about if the cormorants are in the trees or on the ground, but the ibis and the egrets are in both the trees and on the ground with their nests. And on this day there was a large flock of corellas there, and they were eating the fruit that started to grow on the trees that the egrets are nesting in. I'm pretty sure that the cormorants are nesting in the trees, but I never identified. But there's so many egrets there that it's easy for the cormorants to sort of vanish into the depths of the foliage. The cattle egrets are usually all white, but they get that yellowish orangish colour on them when they're breeding, and all of the chicks look very similar, both the cattle egret chicks and the intermediate chicks. But cattle egret chicks, when they're little, have black beaks. The chicks' heads look more scruffy than the adult birds, and most of the nests have got 3 chicks in them. The chicks don't stay inside the nests for very long. They quickly start wandering around, exploring the branches of the tree, and as they get older and more experienced, they wander further and further away from the nest. But they stay in the tree until their wings are strong enough, and then they start flapping between the trees that are close together. And as they're getting their wings ready, you see them flapping while they're standing up in their nests or on the branches near their nests. And every so often you see an adult egret flying off to go and bring food home for the chicks, and then you see them feeding the chicks. And sometimes they fly off and bring back sticks to put in their nests, or to even build more nests, I don't know, but they go off there and they come back with a big stick in their beak. There's a little cattle egret exercising its wings. There's a nest just below it. The parent bird's come back and it's got food, and now it's feeding the other 2 little chicks. The flapping chick will soon get down into the nest to get something to eat as well. I've seen sometimes the parent bird in the nest, and the chicks get quite vicious with the parent when they get hungry, pecking at it until eventually the parent will give them something to eat. That one that just came down onto that branch is watching them get fed, but don't think it belongs in that nest because there's usually only 3 to nest. There's already 3 in that nest that are getting fed. So those big babies have eaten all the food that the bird had for them, and now it's going to fly off and get some more. And all is peaceful in the other nests there, with the babies that are climbing up around the branches and the parent just sitting. I think that cattle egret is sitting on eggs. It'll stay peaceful probably until those squawking corellas come back. The rock is vacant today. It's usually got a cormorant or a pelican or tortoises on it. It also shows that the water level on the lake's pretty high today. I'm moving on now around to the other side of the trees. And there's a couple of little pied-bought cormorants sitting in a tree. There's usually only one of them at the lake all the time, but there's about 6 there now. The chicks are getting quite big now, and here they are. I think they are the intermediate egret chicks of the yellow beaks. There's the cattle egret adult. And here's another angle of the birds. All the egrets and other birds there nesting. So that's the end of the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you have enjoyed it. And a huge thank you to everybody who has already subscribed to this channel. So bye bye for now, and thank you for watching.